One Belt, One Road, 一带一路, 一带一路. It is so important that we have to repeat it for 3 times. China's President Xi Jinping introduced the One Belt, One Road initiative to the world in a speech he gave in 2013. The ambitions and plans outlined in his speech were then officially published by the PRC in 2015. The Hong Kong administration strongly endorses this initiative, with Hong Kong's Chief Executive CY Leung mentioning this phrase over 40 times in his annual policy address in 2016. His speech was met with both support and skepticism. What is One Belt, One Road? It's actually my favorite dish.
It's my favorite sport. It's a slogan. It's my face as Manchester United lost the game again.
One Belt, One Road is an ambitious plan on creating a network of connectivity across a vast number of Eurasia countries through infrastructure, trade and investment. What do we know thus far? It involves over 65 countries, almost 5 billion people and about half of global GDP. It connects China with countries as far as Russia, Italy and Nairobi. China and its neighboring countries have many reasons for wanting their own belt and road. Economically, this initiative will create a much higher degree of connectivity across these countries. Politically, joint government projects and increased interactions across the countries are likely to foster closer political ties within the region. Culturally, scholarships, student exchange programs, and more diverse academic curriculum are likely to encourage the exchange of ideas and knowledge across numerous countries. The Belt Road Initiative is originated from China's historical Silk Route, dating back to explorer Marco Polo's journeys in the 13th century during the Yuan Dynasty and the path traveled by Admiral Zheng He in the 14th century during the Ming Dynasty. What does belt mean? The belt refers to the Silk Road economic belt, which consists of 3 mainland routes. The first route is to link China to Europe through Central Asia and Russia. Therefore, the belt is a transcontinental initiative. The second route is to connect China with the Middle East and the Mediterranean Sea through Central Asia. The third route is to bring together China, Southeast Asia, South Asia, and the areas around the Indian Ocean. An economic corridor, generally speaking, is a group of geographically connected countries that share a very high degree of goods mobility, and perhaps even labor mobility. Countries in a corridor can easily ship parts and final products to and from each other due to their shared railroads, seaports, and product standards. The belt has 6 different economic corridors that stem off from its 3 land routes. Along the first land route, there are 2 economic corridors, namely the New Eurasian Land Bridge and the China-Mongolia-Russia corridor. Goods can travel very efficiently across these countries' borders. For the second land route, it covers mainly the China, Central Asia, West Asia corridor. Countries in this corridor include various Commonwealth independent states, such as Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Iran is also a part of the corridor. The third land route has the most economic corridors. The China-Indochina Peninsula Corridor involves 6 countries, such as Cambodia and Vietnam, while the China-Pakistan Corridor connects China with Pakistan. The 6th and final corridor connects China with Bangladesh, India, and Myanmar.
After the belt, we have the road. What does road mean? The road refers to the 21st century Maritime Silk Road, which is a maritime route connecting China with ports on the South China Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the South Pacific Ocean.
One Belt, One Road runs through 3 continents and encompasses numerous countries, which exhibit huge potential for economic development and political cooperation. One Belt, One Road is also an open-end scheme. Participation, project implementation, and agreement details are all subject to negotiations among different countries along the Belt and Road. The One Belt land routes span across the continents of Asia and Europe, and the One Road sea route extends to the African continent. One Belt, One Road is arguably the world's most ambitious and far-reaching economic and political initiative to increase connectivity, cooperation, and growth within this vast region.